Alright treacles, IAmThumps, or better known as Aaron in the real world, and I haven't made a video in a fucking long time. I'd say it's been a year, possibly just under a year. I know it's been forever, and I must say I have missed it. I missed it quite a lot, but life kicked me in the arse and caused me to take a break for a little while. But this is me saying I'm going to start making videos again. If you watched my videos before, you may be wondering why I deleted all the old ones, and the reason really is that I just wanted to start fresh. I wanted everyone to get to know me again, and I want to get to know everyone else again. So I'm going to make a big part of this whole YouTube experience again, interacting with people, you know. It's going to be a big part of what I do. So I want everyone to introduce themselves. Not, you don't have to put real details like go in depth about yourself, but just say hello in the comments, and that'll be a beautiful way to kick things off. And because you're going to do that, I'm going to do a bit of a lonely hearts ad myself. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and hopefully you'll get a brief insight into me. My name's Aaron, I'm 18 and I live in England. You can probably tell by my accent that I live in England. My hobbies include martial arts, drinking pina colada and getting caught in the rain, and getting extremely drunk with friends, and dancing like a complete twat. A cool little story for you is I once broke my arm playing dodgeball in my socks. I thought that my shoes were too slippy, and it was a good idea at the time to take them off, whip out the old Slazenger socks, I'm upper class me, and slide halfway across the court and break my arm. That's just a nice story for you. I work in an investment bank, and I'm currently in the middle of setting up my own social media and web design business. So with all that introductory crap out of the way, we can get on with the real commentary. I've been asked a few questions recently, and I'm just going to go through them and answer them as best as possible. First one is, why am I going to start again? Why am I going to start making YouTube videos again? And I asked myself this question too. And the first and most important reason for this is it's a bit of a laugh, and it's a break from everything else that goes on. I mean, there's nothing better than coming home and sitting there swearing at my computer for a little while, is there? And obviously with YouTube comes quite a few perks. Fans, obviously, fan interaction, but I generally class fans as friends, you know. I met so many cool people through YouTube and gaming in general, and it'd be nice to keep in contact with them and keep that network there. There was nothing better than dual commenting on my channel. That is one of my favourite things to do with other YouTubers, big, small, anyone. I'm talking about their channels, not their penis sizes. Big or small YouTube channels. I love doing dual comms and keeping that contact with everyone. I quite enjoy video editing and making the videos look pretty. I'm getting a bit more interested in this as we go along. And the most obvious reason is obviously I quite enjoy playing games and commentating over them. It'd be pretty stupid if I didn't. The second reason that I'm starting again is life's pretty hectic. For me at the moment it's pretty hectic. I'm not going to say I've got the most hectic life in the world, because I know there's so many more people that have got so much more going on than me, but my life seems pretty hectic to me at the moment. As a wise Ferris Bueller once said in his film, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. If you haven't seen that film, by the way, it's fucking genius, a revolution, so go watch it. It's called Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Sorry, I didn't even tell you the title of the film. But no, life does move pretty fast, and it's nice to be able to come home and document everything that's happened in the day, everything that's happened in the week. And you might not see it like that, but it's really just storytelling, isn't it? YouTube, I just jump on here, tell you a quick story, and then I jump back off again. It's nice to be able to keep those memories. I mean, I've watched my videos from the past. I've still got them all on my external hard drive, and I've watched them, and a lot of those stories I forgot about, you know, and it brought back nice memories, so it's nice to be able to keep them like that. I'm just going to scroll down this fucking document of questions. The second question was, what have I missed the most? And there's not really a pinpoint. Obviously I think the whole interaction with everyone is what I missed the most, but I've missed all of the above, and I've also missed the balance between fun and work. As I say, obviously this isn't my only hobby, but once you start working full time, I mean, you can feel like this at school, but full time for me was when it really kicked in. Is work fucking just takes over your entire life. I mean, I work extremely long shifts. Work's over 100 miles away from me. I get the train every morning. It sounds long, but it's a great position to be in. But no, you do bring work home with you. You end up thinking about it all the time. It brings you down. Sometimes it brings you up if you have a great day. But you've got to remember there's a balance between fun and work. And this obviously comes into my fun side. I'm not classing this as work. I don't need to make money from this. That's not my aim. My aim really this time, I said this to myself, I want people to be able to come home from school or from work, or just walk in, see I've uploaded a video, and be happy that I have. That would be absolutely wonderful, and that's what I hope for in my channel. And for the last question, someone asked, what did you do wrong the first time around? And I can't really say I made too many mistakes when I was really enjoying putting videos online. Obviously I made a couple of mistakes like everyone else does, but the big mistakes came when I started to lose interest, and finally when I did lose interest altogether. The best way to describe these mistakes is to tell you what I'm going to do better this time. So decent content, obviously this is a massive important thing. There was a couple of occasions where I'd rush videos online just for the sake of uploading. I'm going to make sure everything's top notch that I put on this time. I'm not going to upload any shit. The second thing is a nice schedule I've wrote down. I've got to stick to a decent schedule. I didn't have one last time. I wish I did at sixth form as well. I probably would have done a bit better. But a schedule is so important. You know, I'm going to tell you what days I'm going to be uploading certain things, and then I'm going to stick to it. And the final thing for me is beautiful interaction. I'm going to make sure I interact with everyone and really keep contact. So introduce yourself in the comments, and that brings me to the end of my first video. So I'll see you in the next one.